Welcome to Chili con Chili. I am so glad you joined me today on Chili con Chili. Oh my God, what an exciting day it is today in Chili con Chili land. I am so glad that you joined me today on Chili con Chili. We got so much to talk about. We have so much to cook. Today is going to be an incredible recipe. And then the best news of all is today we have a live taster. Love a live taster. Oh my God, does it get any better than that? No. I am so glad you joined me today. Let's get started. Before I even tell you, or before I even talk about the radio, the Tejano music, or what we're cooking, I'm going to drop some of this into my recipe. It has spaghetti in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my spaghetti. I got some boiling water. Get some of that spaghetti. Hold on. Oh my God, listen to that Tejano music. Oh, I love it. Hold on one second. Now I'm going to put some whole grain spaghetti. We're going to talk about it. Hold on, I've just got to get it done. There you go. Oh my God, I love that Tejano music. I got to talk to him. I'm going to turn it off right now. Oh my God, who's that singer? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Okay, enough of that. Let's talk about what we're cooking today. Thank you for joining me on Chili con Chili. Oh! Let's get started. So what we're doing is we're making camarones con mantequilla de jalapeno sobre pasta de toqueque cala salsa de tomate italiana. Oh, I hope I don't have to say that again. God bless you. It's jalapeno butter shrimp over pasta with authentic Italian tomato sauce. Oh my God, does it get any better than that? So what we did is I got started by, I dropped some spaghetti in there, and I just put some normal spaghetti, God bless you, la, 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 la. And then I kind of did a half and half, and so I put some whole grain, and it's brown. You're asking why? I don't know, it doesn't matter, but I like it because it makes it look, you got the white and you got the brown. I love that. It's like the intermixing of a culture. Oh, I love it! Okay, so we're going to do that. That's going on right there. That's boiling. I got that, and that's just got to go for 11 minutes. I just have to move it around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of this olive oil right here. God bless you, chili con chili. I'm going to drop just a little bit of olive oil, not much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic. And this is the beginning of my homemade tomato sauce. It's really not homemade, but I'm just saying it is homemade. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. If I can, I know that. Hold on one second. Bingo. So what I'm going to do now is just drop a little bit of this garlic in here. What we're going to do is we're just going to warm it up. We do not want to brown it, so we're just going to put it in there for a minute, and then we're going to go ahead and drop our tomatoes. Just going to go ahead and mix that in there like that. Just let that just warm up. It's not even going to cook or anything else. It's just going to bring all the juices together and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and move my spaghetti around a little bit. But once again, I'm just going to be moving this around just for a minute, and then I'm going to drop my tomatoes in here. And the next thing we got to do is tell you about tomatoes, the type of tomatoes we want to use for the authentic sauce. And it's kind of confusing, but you need finely chopped or no, wait, I take it back. What am I talking about? You actually, all you need is a can of chopped tomatoes. And they've got the crushed tomatoes, and they've got the stewed tomatoes, and they've got every tomato under the earth. It doesn't matter. Crushed is about as close as you're going to get to the chopped. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop in one can of that. And then I have another can that I opened earlier, and I'm going to drop it in just like that. We'll set this aside. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to stir this right here. And this is just going to cook, let's say, for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and drop just a little bit of salt in here. I need to put a little salt in with the spaghetti. Just a little more salt. And then we're going to let this warm up for probably about 10 minutes. Maybe not even that long. And then we're going to incorporate the two. And then while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and start my shrimp. and you're asking, how do you do the shrimp? The shrimp is incredible. You're going to love this, love this, love this. As you can see, I don't have a lot of burner room. So what I'm going to have to do is after this is done, I'm going to put the spaghetti in there, and then I'll incorporate the shrimp. Oh, I love it! And then we got a live taster in the house. Oh, she's on her way. So I'm cooking like a madman because she usually gets here about 7:15 is about the time the tasters get here. And that's just about the time I'm finishing everything up. So what I'm trying to do is make sure all of this stuff gets cooked before she gets here. God bless you, chili con chili. You're going to love this. Oh my God, this is wonderful. Camarones con la carne de jalapeno sobre pasta con la cara del salsa de tomate italiana. Ay, I love it. Jalapeno butter shrimp over pasta with authentic Italian tomato sauce. Does it get any better than that? No, it doesn't. What is our word of the day? Oh my God, I thought you'd never ask. The word of the day is res de bueno, leer no tanto. I love it. What does that mean? Laughing is good, crying is not good. God bless you, chili con chili. I choose to laugh. Here we go. So we're going to do this, and as you can see, there are some chunks right there. And if you do that, if you don't want the chunks in there, all you have to do is get something like a, hold on one second. What you need to get is like a, bingo. So you get a tomato smasher. They sell them at HEBs. God bless you, chili con chili. And all you do is go around and just mash your tomatoes. Kind of make it not so chunky. Just go around and mash, 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 mash. Bingo. We'll set this aside. So now what we're going to do is check on our spaghetti. Our spaghetti is going good. So anyway, so what I'm going to do now is get my shrimp going. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a pan like this, and all I'm going to do is take some butter. I'm going to end up maybe using the back burner, but this is going to be so much fun. You're going to love it. Oh, I'm so glad you joined me on Chili con Chili. So what we're going to do now is what I'm going to do is just drop 2 types of butter. This is a sweet butter, and this type of butter is fabulous. It has salt. It's all the good stuff. And then I'm going to take a unsalted butter and put it in there like that. Drop it in like that. And then what I'm going to do is set it back here on the warmer, like that. And I'm going to go ahead and get that going right there. Let's go ahead and put it right here. I don't even know if you can see that. It's off to the side just a little bit. But it's right over there. Can you see that? Let's see. Almost. Anyway, so the butter is in there. And so now what I'm going to do is take a jalapeno and I'm going to cut it up and put it in the butter. And all this does is that it just makes the butter spicy, and when we drop the shrimp in the butter, then the shrimp will be very, very buttery. A real lot of brains to figure that one out. So anyway, so I got that going on. I'm going to drop these jalapenos in the butter. Right here. I'll show you over here. That's the way it looks right there. The butter and the jalapenos. So they're going to mix together. I'm going to go ahead and drop just a little bit of salt on that. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these shrimp right here. These shrimp have already been cooked, but I'm going to just get them just to kind of get the butter and just a little bit of spice from the jalapeno to go in there. I'm going to go ahead and drop those in there like that. And then what I'm going to do is be tossing that around while my spaghetti sauce and while my spaghetti is cooking. Let me go ahead and try to keep on tossing my spaghetti around. Got that going. Got that going. We have our butter going with the shrimp and the jalapenos with just a dash of salt. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there like that. Looks fabulous. Once again, there's your shrimp. We're going to get those things all buttered up. We're going to put those right there with the jalapenos. And then once again, it doesn't taste like jalapeno. It just gives it a little bit of spice. People freak out when you hear the word jalapeno. Need to chill out. Everybody needs to chill out. God bless you, chili con chili. Oh my God, so much to talk about in chili con chili land. Oh my God, where do I start? My friend La Lisa. Oh my God. Uh-oh, I got butter fell off. Hold on one second. I don't want it to start fire. A little bit of butter on the fire. Okay, now it's smoking. Hold on. Just a little fire. Let's see, we'll put this over here. Maybe like that. Okay, there, that's better. Anyway, my friend Lisa, the artist, she's painting a mural down by the Univision building in Corpus Christi. God bless you, Chili Corn Chili. Gonna be ready 2027, the year 2027. But she's working on it. God bless you, Chili Corn Chili. If you get a chance in Corpus Christi, drive down. It's on the corner of Mesquite and Cooper's Alley. And the Univision television station. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's gonna be ready in a couple of weeks. I was kidding, but it's wonderful. So you have to go by and see that. And then my friend, I got to band by my friend. Remember I told you the story about Nelda Vallarta? Well, you know, she's taken 13 trips in the last 11 weeks. And so I got to finally visit, she's going to rest. That's all I have to say. Let me think, what else is going on? Oh, my friend from Atlanta, from Dallas. Oh, Atlanta! She lives in a $4 million house. Anyway, she was down here knocking on people's door, looking for a place to have her son's wedding. I told her, go to Mexico. Viva Mexico! Go to Mexico! That's where you have a wedding. Go to Puerto Vallarta. Go to Guadalajara. It doesn't matter. Just go. Go to Mexico. Anywhere in the state of Jalisco, go. Viva Mexico! God, I love that Mexico. Okay, that's all. Okay. So anyway, so my sauce is just about done here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a handful of basil and just break off some basil here. Hold on one second. Just take a big old deal of basil and just put some beautiful leaves. Just break off some leaves of basil in there. Does that look wonderful or what? Oh my God. Okay, I got that. I got the basil on here. Let's see. I'm doing this. And our spaghetti should be ready. So what I'm going to do is take our spaghetti and drain and strain our spaghetti right now. So I can drop it into our spaghetti sauce. And then I incorporate the butter. Oh my God, this is so good. Oh, I love it. Okay, let me turn this off. Oh, here we go. Our spaghetti should be ready. I'm going to drop that over here. My glasses are steamed up, so I cannot see. I'm going to set that there. I'll move my shrimp over here. Now what I'm going to do is I got to move my spaghetti from one place to another. So I'm going to grab my spaghetti and put it in this bowl right here. Stand by. Put it right here. 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 Okay. Got that. Now I'm going to drop my spaghetti in here. I'm going to turn off the heat now. I got my spaghetti. You know what? I got some more spaghetti in here. Spaghetti in here. And so I'm going to turn off the heat there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix my spaghetti. I'm going to fold my spaghetti in the spaghetti sauce with the basil and everything else. Then I'm going to take my shrimp right here, my butter shrimp. Look at that. The butter shrimp. I'm going to go drain them right now. Drain, strain them to get that going. Let me set this over here. And then I'm going to incorporate my shrimp into my sauce. I have the shrimp, and then now what I'm going to do is just toss and turn and try to incorporate all of those beautiful sauces in there with the butter shrimp, the jalapenos, and the basil. Oh my God, it looks so good. I'm going to add just another pinch of salt. Now, you mind you, the shrimp are already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, I love it! It smells so good, I can't stand myself. And you're asking, what am I cooking easy? It's camarones con maracana de jalapeno sobre pasta italiana, salsa de tomate italiana. I love it! Translation, jalapeno buttered shrimp over pasta with authentic Italian tomato sauce. Oh my God, it does not get any better than this. Look at this. And basically, that is it. So you're asking, what else can you put on there? What else can you do? Let me go ahead and grab this spoon. Go ahead and just... Oh my God! It's the doorbell. I can't believe it. Look at this. And then just a little Parmesan cheese. Oh my God. Does it get any better than that? Nope! It does not. So what the only thing else that I can add to that would make it wonderful, would be garlic bread. And looky there, as luck would have it, I have garlic bread. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Never. Look at that. 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 Oh my God. It's so wonderful. And here we go. Our surprise celebrity taster. Oh my God. I cannot wait. She's around the corner. It's so exciting. I don't know where to start. This is going to be so much fun. Look at that. Oh my God. Just look at that. I want you to show you that. Look at that. Look at that. Does that look wonderful or what? Oh my God. Does not get any better than that. So excited I can't stand myself. I can't stand myself anyway. But today I'm more excited than ever before. And oh my God, I love it. Danielle Torres. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, look at you. Oh my God. This is, of course, so every time we have a taster, it's a surprise. I don't tell anybody, and it kind of kills it because I kind of want to tell everybody. But this Danielle, she is from the 956. Oh, I love it. The Rio Grande Valley, and she's a comedian, and we met her a couple of weeks ago, and we fell in love with her. And Freddie, the producer, could not quit talking about her. So glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited.
I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh my God. Did you hear that? Look at that. I'm telling you, this is great because usually, you know, sometimes we have a taster and sometimes we don't. But you had so much personality and, you know, a comedian, that has got to be a difficult career.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy, but it's just everybody says, oh, look, there's, you know, tell me a joke or it's funny. You know, like me, I go everywhere I made a cook for them. God bless you, chili con chili. But little do they know I don't know how to cook. But with that said, today we are cooking, this is wonderful, jalapeno butter shrimp over pasta with authentic Italian tomato sauce.
Love it.
Does it sound wonderful?
Sounds wonderful.
This is the one that just finished, and it just looks horrible. It just doesn't look pretty, but it's going to be good, I promise you.
My son doesn't make pretty looking food.
Okay.
But he makes delicious food. So
okay.
I'm
Cool.
prepared.
Cool. I just want to.
I've been trained.
I know. I'm going to show this one more time to everybody to let you see what it looks like. See what I always do is I make one before. Let me get the one out of the oven that I made before, and let me just see, maybe it'll be prettier than this one. Let me look. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know. I'm always big on what something looks like when it comes to food. Yeah, that looks a little better. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
I like the green, the jalapenos. That looks flavorful.
The green jalapenos. Yeah.
My sister cooks everything with jalapeno.
Who?
My sister.
Oh, I love that. Do you like jalapenos?
I can deal with it.
You can take it or leave it.
I can take it.
Okay, we got some garlic bread to go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit you over there.
Okay.
I'm going to get your plate, and we're going to go back to her, and we're going to talk about everything Danielle Torres. Oh, I love it. I can't believe it. A comedian. Oh! Okay, let's sit over here. And what do you want to drink? I got Copa Chica, I got water, I got a Coke or a tea.
I think a Coke.
Okay, regular, old school, real Coke.
Regular, real Coke is fine with me.
Got it. I got your plate. Hold on one second. I'm going to go get your plate. I'm going to load it up, and we're going to talk everything Danielle Torres. Oh, I love it. She's from the Rio Grande Valley, and she's relocated to the Corpus Christi, and she's a comedian. She plays all the comedy clubs here in South Texas. So much to talk about. I don't know what it would be like to be a full-time comedian, but we're going to find out. It's going to be all so interesting. God bless you. Chili con chili. So I'm going to go ahead and get you a little of this. I'll get you a little of that. Do you like spaghetti?
I do. I like spaghetti. I do. I'm a baker. I like everything, honey.
Okay.
I like everything.
That's okay. You heard it first. She likes everything. And you like a little Parmesan cheese?
I do.
Okay, a little Parmesan cheese. We got that. And then let me get you a piece of this garlic bread that looks absolutely wonderful. Oh my God, look at that. I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of this. I'm just going to pinch a piece off. I'm going to set it right here on the side. And then I'm going to set it down with her, and then we're going to go talk to her. This is so exciting. Danielle Torres. Remember that name. Remember that name. Trust me. Hold on one second. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm going to get my phone/camera. We're going to go talk to Danielle Torres. I am so excited. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on Chili con Chili. You're going to love this. Here we go. Go ahead and dive into it. And then it might be hot. It might be hot.
It's a little bit. That's what I'm thinking.
So
let's don't burn.
Careful. Here we go. So you like spaghetti?
I do. I like spaghetti.
Now, do you cook?
I like all noodles, big and small.
Do you cook? Are you a big cooker or not a big cooker?
I am a big cooker.
Good.
I love to cook. My sister's waiting on me to make some green chili enchiladas, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
She's off
God.
on vacation this
Oh,
week, so
wonderful. And you know how to make those?
I do.
Oh,
It's
wow.
it's like a whole process, though. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, how long does it take? Well, you do pretty quick.
Yeah, but I kind of set
Cooking.
it up. It takes about an hour or so before
Oh,
it's
see,
what
well,
you
then
see
this
here.
takes all day.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Oh, really?
I gotta babysit the sauce. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
boil the chicken. Then
Sounds wonderful.
deboning the chicken because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta make it with the
Yeah,
bone
yeah.
in for the good flavor.
Oh my God. That
So
sounds
yeah,
wonderful.
it takes me all day. So I really gotta love my sister
Oh,
in order
yeah.
for me to make.
Right. Does she live here?
She does. She lives here, and I really love her right now because we just relocated back, actually from San Antonio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I moved here from from Brownsville in 2013.
Oh, wow.
So, and
Okay.
I guess I claim Corpus Christi now as my hometown.
Okay.
Once you've been fired from a job,
Yes.
you've gotten pregnant, had a baby, you know, I think you can absolutely say this is my hometown. Once you've had a baby in a town, that's your hometown.
Okay, I like
You
that.
got your heart broken in the town, you're still there.
There.
You didn't leave. Your ex-boyfriend didn't run you out of town. Yeah, I'm still here. So
Good Lord.
yeah.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Well, dive in.
All right.
Hmm.
Hey, good job, sir. Good job. That's lovely. Did you
some-
make the sauce yourself too?
Yeah.
And see, now that's something I don't know how to do. Make
Well,
my
no,
own.
there's kind of it's really a shortcut. Anyway, it's just basically garlic with crushed tomatoes, you know, and salt and pepper.
Well, that's real
Yeah,
simple.
yeah,
I always
yeah.
thought it would be
Yeah.
more complicated to make your own sauce.
No. It's really simple, and that's what I like. I don't like things that are very complicated. I think they're real simple. And what I try to cook on the show is try to make it easy on people. You know.
And you can even get the jalapeno flavor in there too.
Absolutely.
And that's different in a spaghetti.
Absolutely. No,
I like
absolutely. And the shrimp, everything. I just like different things. Okay, let's go back to Danielle Torres. Brownsville, Texas. You speak Spanish.
That's why they ran me out of town. I once got into a fight with a lady there over a parking space, and she's going on, and I'm like, look, lady, just... And I'm trying to explain to her, listen, I'm getting ready to leave right now. And she looks at me, she says, ni hablas español. ¿Qué tipo de mexicana eres tú? And that, I go, everything else she said, which were a whole bunch of Spanish bad words, I'm sure, and I knew those.
Yeah.
The worst thing she said, like, what kind of Mexican was I?
Yeah.
I never felt like a bigger coconut on my life, you know, but definitely brown on the outside and white on the inside. But
Right.
I was raised in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's why I don't speak the language.
Right. Absolutely.
So I fell in love. Girls don't do it. Fell in love online. Relocated my whole life.
If you fell in love with someone here in Corpus Christi, Texas?
I did.
From Brownsville?
Yes.
Andale.
Yeah, don't fall in love online.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, don't. That's the only heartache, misery, and child support is going to come after that.
I'm with you. Okay, so you fall in love, so you move to Corpus Christi.
Mm-hmm.
And now the comedy, does this start when you got to Corpus? Were you in Brownsville or California? Where were you?
No. We were living in Brownsville, and it's actually my son who had been encouraging me. My son just, you know, if you raise them right, your sons just grow up thinking that the sun rises and sets on you.
Absolutely.
You know? And he believed that I could sing because I'd sing along in the car.
Sure.
And he believed that I could write a book because he saw me writing all the time.
Right.
And then it started, like, I'd give him advice about girls, and he would laugh more often than he would take me seriously.
Okay.
And so he would say stuff to me like, hey, Mom, you really should do stand-up. And from a very early age, my son had an interest in stand-up comedians.
Okay.
But I really didn't. My experience with stand-up comedy was like Lily Tomlin, Robin Williams,
Yes.
Billy Crystal. Not so much contemporary comedy. Right?
Correct.
So that's kind of where it started. He had been encouraging me, and it wasn't until after I had my accidental baby that really my life was such a big joke, I decided to start writing some of them down.
Right.
And I happened onto an open mic that was being hosted by the one and only, I can't say enough wonderful things about him, Mr. Javi Luna. A very, very funny guy here in Corpus Christi.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic comedian.
Good.
Actually just recorded, here's a plug, just recorded his very first special, Not For Everybody. You guys go follow him online, Javi Luna, Universal Comedy. And he really took me under his wing, gave me some really great advice just to begin with. And 7 years later, I've been lucky enough to do comedy full time. It's not a successful thing. I mean, I wouldn't advise anybody. Hey, I probably went on my first out-of-town road trip to do comedy, and quit, got fired on the way back. So it was, it's nothing that I really don't recommend to anybody quit your job after you find comedy. Matter of fact, I tell a lot of people, keep your job for as long as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
Because it's really hard to dedicate yourself to being creative and then try to put yourself all the way back into a box and sit behind a desk and answer phones and try to conform your personality. I think, but so I'm very pleased with where I've gotten so far. We just came back from doing a wonderful room, South Padre Island, the Isla Grande. Actually, it's myself, Sonia Trevino, a great comedian from the Rio Grande Valley, Javi Luna, and the one and only Raymond Horta, right here from Texas. So, it was a great show.
Fun.
Yeah. And we saw you, and actually that's where I met you, was at a show for Mike G. Out in, is that Petronila? Petronila, Cruisers.
No, it was wonderful. It was a fundraiser. They raised money for kids, and it was a beautiful event.
It was. It was
so much
fun there.
Yeah.
So I was pleased to meet you there for sure.
No, absolutely, appreciate it. Well, let's talk. So the comedy thing, that it's I've met so many comedians just in passing and stuff. So you every once in a while you just have to get out. I mean, do you have to go to San Antonio to do your comedy, to go back to the valley, or just wherever and anywhere you can find work, or how does that work?
So if you're a comedian, you typically travel to just about any stage that they'll offer you here in Texas, and some comedians even have the resources to travel out of state to go and do comedy shows. I mean, so at first you kind of hit up every open mic that you possibly can, anywhere that you can get on stage, so that you can develop your time. Most comedians start with a good 2 to 5 minutes that they can get on stage and at least get all the words out. You don't know if anybody's going to laugh at you at first, but once you can conquer that, hey, I can hold a mic and I can talk at the same time. So a lot of people get up there and it's just like deer in headlights, you know? So, you travel around as often as you can. Right now I'm kind of been at a point where I went and I did a whole bunch of stages in San Antonio. I was really, really blessed to be able to do 2 of my own shows in the year that I was there.
Nice.
Worked with a lot of really great comedians, got on really diverse stages.
Great.
Comedy has different markets. You have a Latino market, you have a Black market, you have your Caucasian. I mean, there's so many different types of comedy, so many different places you can do comedy. You've got comedy clubs, you've got just regular dive bars that host open mics. Also, right now, probably what we're getting into the season for working comedians is your holiday party time, where either families will invite you over while they're doing their own holiday gatherings, or you have like companies or corporations that want to do holiday parties, holiday luncheons, or they do their, annual dinner.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's something to look
So
forward to.
we're available for hire if anybody's looking for a
that's what my next question is. How do people reach you? Without giving out your phone number, but do you have like a Facebook or website? Or
Well, like we tell everybody at the end of every one of our sets, anytime you want to find me, of course, social media is the first place to go. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, OnlyFans. No, just...
and they just look up your name.
They do. Danielle Torres. I have my name actually in the icon, so I mean there's more than a few of us. I wish I had their credit score, I tell you what, but there's you just gotta search any one of us, Danielle Torres comedian. I tell people to look up. And I'm on all social media platforms.
Right. What a fun idea for a Christmas party. That'd be wonderful, right?
And I keep all my clothes on, so I mean it works out.
And you can go, I don't know how to say this, but you can go rated G all the way to rated R.
I do. I'm a comedian that can also work clean. I don't think I'm ever like a rated R or X.
Right.
Like I'm not a vulgar.
Right.
I think that's a decision every comedian has to make. It's like any kind of artistry. Like you decide what are you gonna cook today, right? Are you gonna cook something spicy? You're gonna cook something that kids can eat.
Correct.
And I don't prefer to do kid related comedy. Like I don't hire me for your kids' scratch. I'm not suitable for children.
That's good. At least you're honest.
But I can work clean, and working clean is just not saying any bad words.
Right.
Discussing genitalia.
Right.
But I'll also at the same time I can.
Right.
They say working dirty, but I don't do any kind of vulgar
Good.
Like, my kids better be watching this. So, you know what I mean? I never like to do anything that my kids then can't watch or that my son's afraid to show to any of his prospective girlfriends.
Absolutely. Right. No, I get it. And as a Latina, I would think that's a big advantage because you can throw in a few little phrases. And, I mean, it just seemed like you could work so many markets.
You can more often than not get more work working as a clean comic than if you don't have that skill yet.
Okay.
Because a lot of even the bigger name comics will want to work with a clean comic. I've had the opportunity here in Corpus Christi to work with, for instance, Nate Bargatze, who's a nationally recognized comedian. He himself works clean, and his audience is families. So if you're going to work with him, you can't get up there and FM, all this stuff. You really have to be mindful of who your crowd is. That's a skill you also pick up as a comedian as well, as learning to read your room. Okay. But even there's comedians who are not so clean, but they still don't want the comedian in front of them to use any kind of curse words.
Absolutely.
You kind of take that power, like you've already stunned the audience using those words. So when the headliner comedian comes up doing that same thing, you kind of take the shock value out of it. So it definitely is a skill you should learn. I highly recommend it. It took me a minute, because you get up there and you're so nervous, and when the spotlights are on you, what's the first two things that's easy to do? It's easy to tell a dirty joke, right? It's easy to cuss and easy to go for the crotch. So it takes a minute, once you kind of gain some kind of composure. Right. Because anytime you decide to do comedy, anytime you decide to get up in front of a stage and hold a mic, you've half lost your mind anyway.
Right. Yeah.
You're missing some marbles in there. Right. There's some trauma that you're still processing, and you feel like you need an audience in order to do it. So.
Well, go ahead and eat. I don't want to stop you from eating because I've got so many questions to ask. I don't know where to stop.
I love to talk.
So, from Brownsville, born in Brownsville. No, born in Southern California. Where in Southern California?
Glendale, California.
Oh, beautiful. So your childhood was in Southern California.
Yes.
Then you moved to Brownsville.
Yes.
A little culture shock?
A lot of culture shock. A lot. Especially coming from Southern California. Just not knowing the language. Right. And then looking what's the saying? Like, I look like I was born with a nopal on my forehead, right? I am so brown. And as a little girl, I had long black hair. They would call me all the time Daniela Romo. You know who that is? A wonderful Mexican actress. Okay. I even want to say maybe she's a singer too. Okay. But I had no idea who she was, so I thought they were bullying me all the time.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a compliment.
Yeah, it was a compliment. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I was like a tomboyish kind of girl, and conservative South Texas. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Right.
You've got to be ladylike. And wear dresses. And, obviously, I've conformed, but
right.
At the time, as a kid, it was really, really difficult. It was.
Oh wow.
So, but it's okay.
And you still have family? You have family in the Rio Grande Valley?
I do. I have some family in the valley.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, good. So you're not far from them?
No, I'm not far from them, and I'm super blessed that my sister actually came up here right about the same time I started doing comedy.
Oh, nice.
Which was probably. Women out there, you know what I mean. I had postpartum depression. It was a mental break. My sister came up here to watch my daughter, help me watch my daughter, and on her probably first birthday, shortly thereafter, I went out and I did open mic for the very first time.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
So in the throes of postpartum depression, I found comedy. Yeah.
Wow. That is cool. Go ahead and help yourself eat. And then, and so you obviously have a great relationship with your sister and your family, and obviously, we got to see you perform, and so you seem like, a lot of people in the entertainment business down here. I guess that's an important role, to get the gigs and all that thing. So that's exciting that you're out there networking, at the same time while you're working.
Part of my come up, I guess, in Corpus Christi, my Corpus Christi experience was I had the wonderful opportunity to work for a legendary record label here called Hacienda Records.
Oh, great.
Remember? It was on the corner of
Morgan and
Staples, Hacienda building, and I had the pleasure of working there for a number of years.
Oh, good.
And met a lot of the musicians, for instance, that were on that show at Mike G's. also very well-known musician here, Bonnie Mauricio, for instance.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Had so much opportunity to work with him and
Nice.
get to know some people in the entertainment industry. So I think as I transitioned into doing comedy, there were already people that I had, friends that were already friends in the industry.
The business.
And I don't know that helped me, but it sure made me feel more comfortable here.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great way! What a great way to get your foot in the door. Well, so what can we expect in the future?
I don't know. Keep your eyes on me, I guess, and we're working on stuff.
You said you're going to be on this special, and I was confused, but it's a special that your friend, the comedian, is doing. I guess he's hosting is it a documentary or a presentation?
No. Javi Luna has created, has recorded his very own comedy special.
Okay.
I'm not on it. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not even
part of it.
But
Okay.
I definitely always want to support him and
Sure.
Put stuff out there. Me, what am I doing right now? I really don't have a whole lot to plug. Me, myself, and I hire me for private parties, events.
Right. But you're always working.
I am always working.
Right,
Thank God.
right.
I've been blessed. We've got a couple shows coming up. I believe the 26th will be in West Laco.
Beautiful.
I've got some shows coming up in December, but nothing really booked here locally in Corpus Christi quite yet.
Yeah. Well, the holidays are around the corner, so they're
yeah,
coming.
they really, really are. And we got big plans for January. Hopefully, start hitting up some open mics here locally again.
Good.
Maybe developing a new open mic spot. I don't know, man. The future is bright and full of possibilities. I'm going to do my best to stay positive and chase every one of those.
Good. Well, I know that everybody I know that I told them that you were going to be on the show was thrilled. And everybody loves you.
Thank you so much. Yes, please follow me all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Oh, well, there's something I am plugging. We're right at the very end. I may have found an editor. I've written a book called The Baby Mama Bible, talking about my experiences as a baby mama. One of the only things I became in Corpus Christi besides a comedian was baby mama. So I wrote kind of like the commandments of single mothers. Like, for instance, thou shalt not slash tires. You know, those are important things for single mothers for us to know. So keep an eye out for that. And hopefully will be coming out before the end of the year, keeping our fingers crossed. But I love that it already made you laugh. See, so
I love that. Slash tires.
Gonna consider it as a success.
I'm gonna read that book. You already sold me on it just by saying that.
Awesome.
That alone has got me sold.
Awesome.
But we wish you the best.
Thank you.
You're a sweetheart. You're cute as a bug.
I appreciate it.
And you just wish you the best.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This was very delicious.
I've never seen Freddie the producer laugh so hard when you were doing your routine. He could not quit laughing. Oh my God, he just kept on and on and on and on.
Did I have to breastfeed him as? Yeah, thank you. No,
he was. Let's just put it this way. He loved it, and so we were touched when we reached out to you, and you said you'd do Chili con Chili, and you're always welcome to come back.
Well, thank you so much. We watched a number of your shows. Actually, my family and I, who hopefully are watching. Hi, Asia. Hi, also at home. And man, we're big fans. So it's an absolute pleasure for me to come out here and join you. Thank you so much for having me. And
of course, we have a couple of parting gifts for you. You got your own bumper sticker and your own cigar.
I love this. I love this.
You know, you can't go wrong with a cigar.
See, can't go wrong with a cigar. Thank you.
There's a joke there somewhere, I'm sure. But anyway, we'll just leave it at that. I'm so glad that y'all joined us on Chili con Chili, and this is so great. Danielle is such a cutie pie, you know, how can you not like her? We wish her well, and we're gonna put a bunch of links on our Chili con Chili to your site.
Awesome.
So people know how to get hold of you. Once a week we put this show on, and this has been going on for years and years, and 3 or 4 years ago, my best friend Sam and I did this show. He was the permanent taster, and he passed away a couple of years ago, but he watches us from heaven every Sunday, and we love and we miss Sam, and a big shout out to Sam in heaven who watches Chili con Chili in heaven. And then Freddie the producer, who once a week he picks out my bandana, and I call him the producer. He's with Domingo Pena Productions, and without Freddie there would be no Chili con Chili. And that's all I've got to plug. We have another live taster next week. I cannot wait to tell you who it is, but since it's a surprise taster, I'm not going to. God bless you, Chili con Chili. We close it. I'm bilingual, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Con mucho gusto, señor.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. But anyway, you say goodbye in Spanish by saying adios. And so we're going to close by saying adios.